Okay, good morning. I'm just laughing because I look like a weirdo. The Zoom light is like coming in. And I'm like, is your screen cracked over there? But anyway, I thought I'd show my face and say g'day. Um, yeah, so we're here in Vietnam. Every time I hear Vietnam, I think of that song, Jimmy Barnes. It is Jimmy Barnes, Vietnam Cold Turkey. So anyway, okay, Sam. Yeah, it's been an epic journey. We've been here for nearly 3 months now. Um, yeah, it's good. So don't mind me. This is what I wear here: bikini, sarong, and I work online. I'm a trader. Most people know that. Um, yeah, and I'm here to share with you the Forex automation. I've got two automations for Forex, but I've also got other automations with crypto as well that I've just started, and that's an exchange. So, but I'm going to talk about the Forex one here. Um, Now, you may be a trader listening to this, or you may have no idea about trading, and that is totally fine because you don't need to know how to trade. You don't need to know how to set it up. I do that for you. Okay. Oh gosh, they need filters. There's the light in here, but I'm going to turn my head off. It's scary, scary head. Um, but anyway, the background's nice. All right. So I hope you are doing good wherever you are in this country. I'm going to turn my head off. I'm just trying to share the screen. Come on. Okay, internet's a bit slow here, but okay. So I'm going to go into my accounts. I'll show you how I connect, um, and what it is, what I do. Okay, I'll just put that down here. All right. So this here is one of my live accounts. Okay. Um, and I've actually got a trade in at the moment. So you can see here. Right. So I trade, right? It's a skill that you learn, and I make money that way. Right. But I also have automation that I run in my live account, and I'll go into my account in a minute. Right. And it trades for me. So when I'm not trading, it's making me money. Right. And I'm sharing that with people. Right. So even if you don't know anything about trading, you can still come in. You know what I mean? And if you're a trader, also, I know I've been in the industry 10, 10 years now, and you know, the trading takes time and it's a skill, and some people have just started and they want to be able to make money. Right? Okay. So this is nice and bullish looking. That's why I got in. Um, but I'm just going to explain to you, and I'll go into a demo account so I don't do anything silly here. Right now, that's not a demo account. Just want to make sure I'm on a demo account. All right. Now, take note. This is a trading platform. If you're a trader, you would already know that. You may be an investor listening to this. You may be someone who needs more money. You might want more money. Right. Everyone has different financial situations, and the majority of people need more money, right? And they're doing side jobs to try to get by in life. And that's why I love to share, because not only do I share with things that I have for trading as well, but some people don't have the time, and learning something is just so much. It's too much for them. And there's people that just don't want to do it, right? So I come in and I share a way to make passive money, but not only that, how to compound in a way that most people haven't seen, right? So I know this video is going to take a little bit of time, and I want you to have the mindset, okay, I'm going to listen to this because I listen, you might be at home, and a lot of people they watch TV or they watch a movie, right? So just please just take the time because it might open your eyes to things that you've never ever come across. And that's something like I never heard about Forex. I never heard about crypto, right? On the news, I'd see, the NASDAQ and the Digi and all that kind of stuff. And I'll go, oh, yeah, the banks, that's what the banks do. The banks are traders, right? They have trading machines and blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to get into it, right? There's big institutions, that's how they make money, right? They buy and sell, right? And that's how banks make money as well. It's your money, right? So we can as well, right? But I have automation and I'll explain it to you, right? Now, a lot of people, they think that I uh, buy stocks and there are stocks on here and things like that, right? Right. There's all kinds of different assets that you can buy and sell, right? See, there's a whole heap of things, right? Okay. And for example, here, now let me just go down to the lowest risk, okay? Because I'm all about not sugarcoating things like other people in the industry, right? And people they'll do this, right? They'll do this. See, now there's a classic example, right? They'll share the money that they make, and people go, oh my gosh, I want that. And yes, this is a brilliant trader, right? A lot of traders know Mission FX. He's a great trader. He's a very simple trader, right? Okay. There's plenty out there. People have no idea how lucrative this industry is. Like this here was made 16, probably an hour, right? But he's got large capital. He's built his capital up, right? And that's what I'm here to share with, right? Is building your capital so that you have 100 grand and you have $1,000 coming in a day, if not more. Okay. Some people have no idea how it's nearly embarrassing, right? But that's why I share, and people get a bit funny. Some people are like, depending who they are, I've had people message me saying, "Oh, you're really materialistic. You're always talking about money." I'm like, and I'm sharing with you how to make money online, so you don't have to go to work. With nothing wrong with going to work, right? But I'm sharing a way with people how to avoid that 9 to 5 grind or the 4 in the morning to whatever, right? There's people that love their businesses, and um, I'm not saying working is bad. There's people that love their businesses, right? And there's people that listen to this and they have their investment mindset and they put this in their basket as well, right? But there's a lot of people out there that do not have any money. There's someone at the moment they're saving up their money to trade, to put the automation on, right? She's a mother with kids, single, trying to survive. We don't want to survive, we want to thrive, right? And that's what I'm here to share with you, right? There's plenty of traders out there, right? I copy from other traders as well. I love how they trade, and I've just started copying to accounts. You'll see what I mean in a minute. But they make like 50 grand in 5 minutes, 50,000 US, right? I'm talking about Mamba here for the traders. What we have is just incredible. But anyway, that's trading. We're here for the Forex automation. But so many people need money. They need money. Right? So I'm going to go on and I'll just show you an account here, right? Okay, now the market's shut at the moment, right, for uh, everything else except for crypto. So this is a broker. I've just swapped over to FlexiTrade. So if you have seen my results on TradeSmart, um, you understand because I have Plexi now, which has no swap and no commission. Okay, it's working better. I've only had it for 3 days though, but I'll show you the account. All right. It's got the automation on my live account, right? I have it on my live account. I'm not stupid, right? I, I'm not trying to sell a cracked EA here. The automation that I have is very good. It uses proper risk, right? With the right risk, it is not going to kill your accounts, okay? And that is the key to automation, is not to expect to make $1 million. Like I had someone, and no offense to anyone, because we all want money, and we all want as much money as we can. And they said, "Can I make $1,000 from $1,000 in 1 week?" And I went, "No." And when they see, some people have no idea what we have here. So, as I said, like there's people that will be listening to this that are investors. Like I have investors that have got large capital, like 100 grand, and they've also got other automation on there as well, not just mine. They've added mine on, okay, and most people that I talk to, um, they need money, right? But they don't have the investor mentality, right? And that's why I love to be able to share this, because if someone wouldn't have shared it with me, I wouldn't have known about it. Right? And even though I might irritate people on Facebook, if you're on Facebook, some funny comments, right? Look at that. Beautiful. You're a trader? Huh? I scalp. I love scalping. There's money, quick money. And again, look at that. Hang on, that's the wrong one. Beautiful bullish patterns. Easy money. Market does this on repeat. Oops, it's supposed to be down here. But have a look at this. Okay. If I come in, hang on, I just need to let me just get this off. All right. If I come in here, indicators, sorry. Oh man, delete. Say, for example, I have the automation. Now, I sell in the market. What's going on? Is it market shut? Shut. They've shut it. Oh well. Is there anything open? Uh, I don't. They've shut Bitcoin down. Yeah. Okay. It's okay. It'll open. Anyway, see how this says 0.01, right? This is $8, right? So I always make sure, see this up here? This is the lowest risk you can have, right? But I can also sell. I can place a sell here, and it will close. What if there's another? This is open. Okay, let me just put this on. I don't know why it's shut. Okay, if I click on buy, right? This is in my live account here. Oh my goodness. Can't do anything, can I? Modify. Okay. Let's go here. 771891. Okay, 71891. Okay, modify. Right. Now see here, $5, right? Very low risk. Right. This is a live account. I've just got it on very low risk. Okay. I can add positions when I'm trading as well. But see up here, right, so the higher I go, right, I'm not going to do it right now. Okay. Let me just make sure I'm nowhere near this. Hang on. If I put in 1, come here. right? And I put in a sell them, right? Modify, just so you see. 7.3. So the bigger the lot size, the bigger the money, but the bigger the risk. So you have to have larger capital. 7.62. Now notice I'm selling here. I can buy and I can sell. Right? And you can see here the amount. So that's 700. Right? So that's these things here. These are candles. Right? So each one of these is 1 minute long. So you can make good money, but you also need larger capital. Right? But you can see I've got a sell. So if price comes here, taps it, it'll sell. So I can place buys and sells. And that's what the automation does. It buys and sells for you. That's why I'm explaining this. And that's why I'm explaining the different lots, right? And sorry to traders who already know this, but there are people that will, gosh, I'm glad I've closed that. I think the market's going to, I don't know why. This one, Plexi. Oh, that's Plexi. Okay, all good. All right, so just so you see this, okay? Now, in my account, so what I do, right? So I'm just explaining, right? So the market, right? This is a trading platform. It's connected to your broker. Notice it says demo. So I always encourage people just to start in a demo account so you see how it all works. So you're not freaking out using your own live money. When there's people that come in and just put in live money, that's totally fine. But you know, I get it. You want to see how it works. This here is like monopoly money, right? So you just create a demo account, right? It's like real money, but it's not. And then you can see risk-free how this all works. And if you're happy, then you can put in some money and it starts making money for you, right? Okay, but notice I'm buying and selling. So here I can put in a sell, makes money. Can go buy, boom, boom. Yeah, it's different than stocks. Stocks people buy to hold, right? They wait for it to come down, buy, and then they sell the stock. Okay, so in here, this is my life, but I'm just showing you, right? This is how the automation. So if I go onto my account in here, right, right, this here. So for the traders, this is why I've gone on to Plexi, right? Now with Plexi, this is a live account. Okay, there's no swap and there's no commission, and it works a lot better with the automation, right? So just thought I'd share that. So I just only just in case you've seen the Trade Smart, right, broker. Just let me just get rid of my head. Okay. Okay, so I just started this. It's been trading only 3 days, right? So the market's not open for currency on the weekend. So I put in this money and I'm also compounding. So what money I put in, I compound. This is the eighth wonder of the world, okay? And you'll see what I mean, right? So I put the money in, it's making the money, right? And you can see here, it's made $62, which is a fantastic return on investment. Right, now see here, notice this here, right, the volume. This here is 0.01, right? So remember where I shared, sorry for the traders, but this is what we do. See here, right? This is the lowest risk possible. And that's what I put people on their accounts. Now, of course, if you have larger capital, this will automatically, it uses a lot of larger lots. But I'm sharing when I set people up, right? Okay. Right. It's on, see, 0.01. And I'm all about, I'm not going to come in here and sugarcoat and say, you can make all this money because I've been in this industry a long time, okay, and there are people out there that will try to sell cracked EAs, right? And they'll boast about how much money they're making, and they'll put it on your account, and your account will disappear in one night. All right? I've been there, hooked up to things like that in the past. This is safe, right? Both automations. Right? It has a risk setting in it. So if it comes to a certain amount, it will close the trades. Right? You cannot blow your account with this. But the goal here is to have low risk and to compound. And that's where I come in to share. And it surprises me how many people don't know about this, right? So just so you can see, right? So down the bottom here, right? These are a couple of accounts, right? This gentleman, this is my other automation I've just started, right? So I've got the two, both Forex, right? And I'm following, anyway, I'll show you in a minute, but I've got the two. So this one and also this one. So he's got a live account. He started with a demo, right? Now he's got a live account. See, he's up 140, 141, right? The lowest risk, see, 0.01, right? This is the key to automation, is having low risk and adding, and I'll show you what I mean, right? But what I do, I just, this is in the road again. Right, if I come down here, right, this is a VPS, okay? It is $11 for the month. Right? You can run it on your PC, but it needs to be open. Right? It needs to have continuous internet. It needs to be, not updating. And you can't have your kids jumping on there and closing stuff. Yeah, okay, it's all right to do that, but I highly recommend, right, having a VPS for continuous connecting, right? But see here, I set you up. You can log into your VPS on the phone, on your PC, have a video. It's very easy. And then I come in here with my files. This is free. It's got free copier. Don't even have to pay for a copier, right? And you can connect as many accounts as you want, even if you're family, right? Everyone wants more money, right? And if you're, a marketer as well, you're probably going, you take my stuff. I don't mind, right? We all need money, okay? I know. There's people, they'll go, I can set up people and I can charge them. I'm happy. I'm happy. You don't need to hide that. All right. That's the type of person I am. Okay. We're here to help people make money. All right. So, but notice here I have my leader account. Right. Okay. See the sender? So this is a read only. So the sender sends to your account, which can start off as a demo account, right? It's monopoly money. And then once you're ready, you can put in real money, right? But that's how it works. It copies when I have the automation running on here, right? It'll place a trade and it will copy to your account, right? And you can always come in here, you can watch it, right? And if you wanted to, like this gentleman here can withdraw this amount from the broker, right? There's $1,000 in here. You can withdraw it and you'll get it the next day. You put it in, goes from crypto into your bank account, right? A broker like this, hang on, I've got so much stuff open here, right? This is a broker. I use TradeSmart as well, but I've changed for the automation to Plexi, right? See, it's got free demo, right? So what happens is you create a demo account, right? And then when you have your live account, right, you put money in here and it gets connected. And then inside, you go into a thing and you click on withdraw. and it sends to your crypto address. And then from that, you can put it to your bank account, or some people have cards connected to their crypto wallets, right? And withdraw from ATMs. But you can, like, TradeSmart is very, very good. Same with Plexi, right? Same day withdrawals, right? So I can't access your money in here, right? This is like a bank, right? It's secure, okay? And at any time, you can stop the automation, you can take money out. Make sure you tell me, so I don't want you leaving $100 in there, right? When there's automation on, you need money in there, right? But you can withdraw, okay? So, this here is what I share with people, and a lot of people haven't seen this. They've heard of compounding, putting money into the bank or other investments. And as an investor, you may be listening, going, "I've never done Forex compounding," and the return on investment might even scare you because it's not normal to have. Hang on, I'm just doing this. It's not normal to have 30 to 40% return on investment in a month, right? As an investor, you're used to 3% or 9%. That's a lot. But in Forex, in this industry, in the foreign exchange, it's very possible, and this is the amount that you can make. Now, risk disclaimer, right? I'm no financial advisor. I'm here just to share, and you don't want to be borrowing any money or risking any money that you're willing not to lose. And I have to say that because you don't know what could happen in the market. You don't know. Like, look what's happening in the world, the war. Right? It's like a couple of years back, right? Some of the currencies in different countries were burnt to keep people warm because it was worthless. So you don't know what could happen. Right? But if I come on to, I've got something from the Discord here. Okay, wow, busy. Okay. If I come over here, now this here is a photo of um, the automation where it comes from. Okay. The lady that I get it from, she has been in the industry several years, many years. She's an 8-figure trader, and she also runs automation in her accounts. Okay. And this here, right, is what I found in the Discord, right? And you can see the return on investment each month. Right? Now, this is for that automation. Now, I've also got what I'm also doing with the Mamba boys. You will see what I mean. I've also got other automation, right? So even this is very, very good. All right. If you have $1,000 and you're doing, let's just be realistic here, 30%, 40%, okay? All right. That is a lot of money. But what are you going to do with the money? Now, as I said, you can withdraw it. You can withdraw some, you can keep some in there, you can do what, but please just take note of this and then have a look at this one here, the win rate. All right. And it's the same with the crypto. The win rate is just phenomenal. But I'm not here to talk about the crypto one, right? But this here, where am I? Just come onto here. Okay, so you saw it, and I'll just show you, right? So I've just started doing this. Who I got a copy from, right? I follow these boys. They trade live 3 times a day. Right? So I put the trades in. Okay. So that's going to get copied to your accounts as well. And I've also got other automation, right, that I use. I've just started, right? But the only result I have at the moment is, where am I? It's this one. Uh, oh, hang on. This is someone on a copier, but they've got higher risk. I don't recommend that. That's what do I want to get on? Get this one. Okay, this one here. So I've just started this. My Zoom bars in a row. Right, we're up $20. So I've just started, right? So you realistically, you should be getting 30% at least. And if you're a trader listening, you would already know Mamba. He's very well known in the industry. And if I go on to, I've followed him for years, ever since I started trading. Right? I remember when he copped it from people, but he's got now, if you don't know, he's, my goodness, I like the way he trades. I trade similar breakouts, things like that, right? And a lot of people, they ask me, how come you're not trading and just trading out accounts? And I'm not here to do that, right? I'm not here in this industry to look after people's accounts like that, right? It is high stress looking after people's accounts, trading for them. I'm just letting you know. If you're a trader, you understand. But I'm happy to copy these guys because I've got four eyes and I'm in and out of the market in like a minute. Okay. So this here is Luca. He does Asian sessions. So you can see the right, the win rate, right? So he's now got this here, and there's London, right? This is Emmett. Okay, so these guys have just gone on board as well. And you can see here, this is Mamba. So, I mean, even this week, there was no stop loss hit. Stop loss is to protect your account. So pretty much he will say like this, he'll go, okay, right, we're going to go in with a buy, and in 1 or 2 minutes, boom, you made your money, right? So in 1 or 2 minutes, he normally makes 70 grand US, right? But this is how I trade. I see patterns, I see breaker structure, right? Okay. And I've just got it in very low because I'm doing this, but I don't want to miss this trade, right? But this is going to be copied into your account as well, okay, on low risk. Okay, so I want you to really think about this. Hang on, that's not what I wanted. Okay, I want you to really think. Let me just put that down to $1,000. Okay, and I'm just going to put that aside. Okay, now let's put it on 30%. Okay, okay, I'm not sugarcoating. I'll just put in what realistically, okay, yeah, based on the results. I don't know what next month will be, but I know the market. You can see me trading. So when I'm on the trades, I'm looking at them going, right? I'm just going to calculate this. Now, this is what I share with people because most people know compounding, right? And I go, okay, so if I put that in there and I leave it in for a year, I'll get 23. Now, I'm going to add in money because what were we taught as kids? Well, I remember I was taught as kids, we put it in a little envelope and put it into the bank, right? Now, the bank doesn't really give you much, right, for the money that you give them, uh, even though they're doing they buy and sell. That's what they do. The currencies, you know, that's what they do. The big institutions, they trade with your money. They put it into other investments, right? They buy and sell. And that's what we do as traders. We buy and sell, but on a much, much smaller scale, right? But in here, I've just lost my track of thought. just heard something outside, kind of startled me a bit. Crazy. I don't know if you could hear that. That was weird. Um, but here, right? Let me just go back to here. Right? Oh, the bank. That's right. You put money in the bank to save each week, right? Now, as investors, you would have other different return on investments, right? But a lot of people have never they haven't have they don't have that investor mindset, or they have not been introduced to it yet, right? And that's what I'm here to share, because I'm grateful that someone has shared it with me. That's what I do. I compound my accounts, several accounts, right? And one of them with the automation of the flexi trade, right? I'm going to do the same, and I'm going to be adding in funds. Okay, so instead of it going into a bank and you're saving for your holiday or your mortgage or paying whatever, some people can't even afford a holiday. Some people are so messed up with finances that they're depressed. Right? Money can be so depressing. But let me assure you that you can have so much, but you need to have the mindset. A lot of people have been brought up, right, to go to work. There's nothing wrong with working, right? There's absolutely nothing wrong with working. People love their businesses, right? But a lot of people are struggling, and they're getting up, they're working their jobs, and they're coming home and they're repeating, and they do other jobs as well just to survive. And it causes so much financial stress. And here I'm sharing a way, right, for you to come into this. Okay, now if I come in and I put in $100 a week, now someone will say, I don't have $100 a week. Right? Well, you can sell what I have. You're already working. I'll help you, right? I know there's many friends that you know that will love this, right? Right? This here, they'll jump on this. Right? They'll pay you. I'll help you, right? But in here, right? And as I was just about to say, a lot of people will go down the shop and they'll spend it on booze and shoes, KFC. They'll go out to dinner and they'll spend $100, but for some reason it's like, oh no, I don't have $100. But I'll see them on Facebook. And I said, do you actually realize the money that you can make if you just have an investor mindset? When I make money, what do I do with it? I don't spend it on crap. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. But I see $1,000. I know I can turn that into $10,000. That $10,000 will make 100 grand. Right? And in here, as you see, 30%, right? If I go in and I add in, right? So I sell this for $99 a month, right? That's one person, even if you sold it, right? Because there's going to be people that listen to this and they don't have any money. But it is your mindset. It is your mindset that can get you to this. Now, when I take this amount and I put this in here, right? This is the power of compounding. And this is what people don't know about, or they haven't sat down, or no one's shared it with them. And they've gone, okay, so I have $1,000, right? You might have 500. You can start with 500, right? How do I turn that into this? Now, as an investor, if you're listening, you will understand. But there are many people, and I run into them every day. And a lot of them, they want to learn how to trade. And I say, oh, it's a skill. And they're already overworked, right? And it's a skill. It's like learning anything. You can't just come in and, chuck in a trade. It doesn't work. But with automation, you can. And that's why that's why I'm on Facebook all the time. Well, people don't understand. I love sharing. It's in me. My husband's always like, "Why are you sharing? Why don't you just make money and just trade all day?" Right? But this here, now what if you have 40%? What if you have, like one of my friends, trader friends, when he was doing his work, right? And he also was doing a side job cutting hair, right? So after work he'd go and do this, and he was smart, investor mindset. He put $3,000 into his trading account. So he was trading it and putting in money every single month. Right? So he's living off his other work, and the money that he was making, he put it all into his Forex, right? Okay. So this here, you think about it. If you put in, well, let's just put in that amount anyway. Let's just put in 4,000. All right. Can you see how this, when you have a plan, right? A lot of people come into this, and you know what the first thing they say to me? First thing, have a guess. Am I going to make my money? Well, of course you are. I just showed you my account. In 3 days, I made 62, right? Right. So depending on the month, like the copiers, there was a week with it not trading. Right? But when I first put it onto my TradeSmart, right, I made $90 in, it was, I think, 4 days. So you might have seen that. Right? But this is where your mindset comes from, right? This is the thing. Like I'm sharing with people how to get to this amount, and or that all they see is this, right? And they don't have that mindset because no one shared it with them, right? And another thing they'll say, "Oh, how much did it make today?" And I went, I made $20. They're like, "Oh, that's not very much." So you have to have a mindset, right? Okay. But this is money being made for you while you sleep. Now, if you think about it, the end of the year from now, right? Now I've got the two automations, right? I just started this. This is an exchange. They also have auto bots as well, right? So I'm in here, I put the money in, right? I make money from people joining as well. Okay, I share, that's what I do. Okay. But you come in here, you put in this, okay, compounding and adding. Right? Now, of course, you can withdraw money as well, right? Okay. You might even come in with $500. Okay. You might not be able to even put money in. So let's just calculate it. You have that, it's running for you, right? At the end of the year, think, have that mentality, right? Don't let fear, don't let what others say, right? Don't let, oh, it's $99 a month. Oh, I don't have that. Goodness, go out and find something that you can pay it with because this here, right? I'm very passionate about what I share. Right? I think I went over how I do this, how I copy. Pretty sure how I copy to your account. I'm sorry. Right? I think I did. So this here. Oops, that's the other one I haven't connected yet. But receiver, I'm sorry if I have already. So the sender goes to the receiver and the same trades get copied, right? And you can start in a demo account. When you're ready, you can go into a live account. So how to get started, right? This here is the pay hip, right? Okay. You'll go into here, you can join the Discord. This is the Discord. You don't need to be in the Discord, okay? It's not essential, but for those, there are traders that like to be in the Discord. I have a lot of other stuff as well, but Forex automation, right? Okay, you can come in here, you can ask him here, yada, 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 right? Um, so let's just go onto here, right? So this is totally free, right? Okay, you won't be charged, okay? And you can see how it's all set up. Right? So the copier files, for those who like doing it themselves, there are traders that are very familiar with copiers, but I set you all up. You come in here. Where's the I have this. Okay. Right, okay. So in here, so you come in, this is the PDF, right? You create a broker account, right? I have where's the video? Oh, I haven't put the video in here. You create this, you send me the details, you need a VPS, okay? I can put it onto your PC as well, not a problem, but you need to have it open, right? Running continual, okay? I can put it on, no problems, but if you want to take this serious, just spend the money, right? I'm serious, this is a business, right? We have tools that run a business. Right? If you have a trade running and your PC goes down or updates or the cat walks on it or your kid jumps on, right? And we've got an open trade running, right? See how it was on a buy Bitcoin and you get disconnected from the copier and it goes down, right? It will not manage your trade. So you need a VPS, okay? All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that, and then I connect you, right? You just send me the details and then I connect you. All right. So I hope this video makes sense. And I think I went over this as well. There's a demo account. This is where you withdraw from. I'm sorry, I did the video before and it didn't work, so I don't know if I've even said all this, but you will take out your money, you withdraw from the broker, right? You can log into your VPS, right? Come down, you can have it on here. So we've got remote desktop, okay? And you can log in yourself on your phone or on your PC, right? So you can watch what's happening as well. Okay, so you can come in here, you can see how this works. I'm sorry if I'm just repeating myself, right? And I mean, you are in full control. You can disconnect, right? To connect to a live account, I just come in and I put in the numbers to connect, right? But as I said, risk-free demo. You're not going to be charged. You can come in, test it out, test the water, so to speak. Right? You can watch it for 3 months if you wanted to. You know, um, but in here, yeah. So I'm going to leave that with you. So it is the minimum that you can start with for live trading is 500. Right? That's the minimum. This is automation. We're not going to do $100. Okay, I'm here, right? When I trade indices, um, you need it. Okay, all right. I'm not here to sugarcoat. Right, you'll hear these people. They say they've got a automation on a $50 account. That's absolute rubbish. Bull crap. It's absolute bull crap, covered in more bull manure. This industry is full of idiots and scammers. All right. Okay. I'm going to shut up and I'm going to leave you. And thank you so much for your time listening to this. All right. Oh my gosh, scary. Scary, man. I'm telling you. All right. I'm going to go. I'm going to have a cocktail. Yeah. That are really good here. $5. $5. So have a beautiful, beautiful rest of the day and night wherever you are in this crazy world, but beautiful world. And I hope you find value in this and go hug yourself because you are listening to something that could possibly change your life financially and your kids, right? Look, just before I go on, just have a look, right? I just want to show you something, right? In here, right, I can set up your kids' accounts in here, right? Copy, right? You might have little kids. They might start off, and by the time they're older, they have like 100 grand, $1 million. I don't know how old they are, right? You might go, hey, there's money for a house. This is life changing. This industry. People don't understand it, and they see me on Facebook, and no, they just keep on scrolling. Um, okay, all right. And as I said, if you are a marketer and you get this, right, I do have an affiliate side, but I understand leaders will be leaders, and they will take what I have, and that's totally, totally fine by me. Okay, all right, go help some people. People need it. People are struggling. Okay, people are really struggling. Right? You shared. People don't get it. They don't get it when they see what I post. Right? They don't see how much money they could possibly have. I have to say possibly, okay? Because disclaimers. Right? But I don't mind if you take my stuff and go and help people with it. All right? And if you know me, you know I've always shared. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go. Auf Wiedersehen. See you later, alligator.